When writer Cheryl Tan set out to learn her family's recipes, she got more than just knowledge of tasty dishes. She reconnected with her culture and brought her family closer together. In essence, that's what her book, A Tiger in the Kitchen, is all about.
Cooking for me became this very symbolic thing of learning the lessons of my aunties and my grandmothers when I was growing up that I did not do. And so, years later as a 30-something, I thought, well, I really missed out on this experience of learning about my family, but learning about them via cooking.
Right.
So the cooking was really kind of the vehicle to really spend time with my family and get to know them better.
As a 30-something Singaporean who moved to America, she has since worked at the Wall Street Journal, InStyle magazine and the Baltimore Sun, covering home design, fashion and the arts. Cheryl had fond memories of her childhood and certain dishes stuck with her throughout. After being laid off in 2009, she set her eyes on learning those recipes and her blog A Tiger in the Kitchen was born. Subsequently, in 2011, the book was launched. Cheryl, who was born in the year of the tiger, hence the title, is a New York-based freelance journalist that spent 7 weeks at the Yaddo Artist Colony in Saratoga Springs, New York, finishing her work on A Tiger in the Kitchen. The book has since been getting rave reviews from the international media. People magazine gave it 3 out of 4 stars, applauding Cheryl's breezy writing and enticing description of food. The Washington Post reviewed her book favorably and highlighting the trouble the westernized Cheryl would encounter when coming back to her traditional Singapore family. And in the LA Times review, they said Tan's tiger qualities reveal themselves in her fierce determination to draw her past into her present. Her mother, Cynthia Wong, who usually shies away from the cameras, joins Cheryl as her daughter talks about her book over cooking up a dish of Kong Bak Pao. Okay, so Cheryl, before we start actually, you're telling me before the shoot that your mom doesn't really do all these interviews, so Auntie, how come you decided to do this one?
Well, I have to support my daughter, right?
Right, of course. And what do you feel about that?
Of course, I'm very happy. My mom always loves to tell people that she doesn't really cook, but she actually is a very good cook. So I'm very happy to share, something that she makes, which is really great with everybody.
What dish do we have today? What are you going to cook for us?
It's actually braised pork belly, and then what you do, you eat it and then you put it in the bun and eat it.
Okay.
It's more of a Hokkien dish than anything else. Now, I think people are more concerned about cholesterol and everything else, so I don't think you eat it every day. As and when somebody feel like eating it, then they make the dish. Because you can see for it, there's a lot of fats in it.
But the tastiness lies in the fat, right?
Correct.
See,
The best food is always bad for you, right?
Exactly, right? So let's get started. What can I do first?
Okay, first you have to chop. These are the basic ingredients. Maybe you take garlic. Okay.
I'm trying to do it all.
Okay, and then we chop it if you can. So it's easier if you hold your knife this way. And the end result will be this.
Mine looks totally different than yours.
I think yours looks better because...
So before we go on, how many does this dish actually feed? How many people are we making for?
This one doesn't make very much, so maybe it's like for 3 person.
Okay.
4 person.
It depends too if you're going to use it as a snack or as a main meal. So so something like this would be more like a snack size.
Okay, the next thing will be you take the shallots.
Well, this is also a really good dish for family gatherings because there's a lot of action involved in the eating of it. So kids can always wrap their own baos and things like that. So it gives the kids some activity to do.
And it's pretty easy to prepare, right?
Yeah. And you can make it ahead of time and have a big batch of it. So you just heat it up and just ready to go.
I'm doing okay, right, Auntie?
Yeah, you're doing better than me.
Okay. Oh, she's so kind.
Next, you have to take care of this meat here.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to give you half of this.
Okay.
So we shall share.
The Kong Bak Pao or braised pork belly sandwiches is one of Cheryl's mother's specialties and one of the recipes you'll find on Cheryl's blog, which the author began to chronicle her research for the book. With the pork now sliced to about a width of a finger, the mother-daughter team head to the kitchen. Coming up in the next part, Cheryl talks more about how her book A Tiger in the Kitchen brought her family closer together.